Hi everyone, back with another video. We've got Ozzy here in the background. I don't know if you can hear him or not, but he's there. Got some videos ready to take a look at and go over. We're going to start with this one, which is going to be a reverse lunge with a single arm push press on the top. It's basically like a thruster, but it's single arm and with a lunge. So that's going to be the difference with that. It's whatever leg is going to be going back, that's going to be the one you're carrying the weight in that arm as well. And then once you do one side, you're going to switch to the other side and try and match the reps. So half are going to be on one leg, half is going to be on the other leg, and then you're going to carry on from there. Should be relatively challenging. This one doesn't have to be a heavy weight, but just the nature of the exercise is going to be quite tiring. So this is a good way to develop some conditioning. This one is going to be just straight barbell thrusters. Again, you can go with a little bit heavier weight. Having the barbell just stabilizes the weight a little better, so you can push a little bit more if you want to. Again, but it's a conditioning exercise more than a weightlifting one. And we're going to be trying to get a full squat at the bottom and then going up all the way up at the top and finishing up there. Then we're going to the floor for a floor press, where you're going to take a nominal pause down at the bottom. You're going to actually rest your elbows gently on the floor. Try not to smash them down. Take just a brief rest and then activate everything, push the weight up, and finish the bench press. It's kind of like half bench presses because you're not going quite as far down as you would without the floor there. Having the floor there to stop your elbows keeps you in a stronger range. So it doesn't really develop the bottom range of a bench press. So I wouldn't rely on floor press all the time just because you're not getting the full lift. But this is a nice one to just work on muscle recruitment, going from a dead stop halfway and then trying to get the weight off of you in a relatively safe position where you're not going to be in too much trouble, even if you're solo doing this kind of lift. Then this is the front leg elevated lunges. So this one, we're going to be really working on mobility more than anything. You can see me trying to push that knee down as close to the floor as I can, even though my foot is up on that box. So you can see I'm really extending my front leg. My knee is going quite far past my toes. I'm really getting the angle between my calf and my hamstring to be basically down to 0 degrees. And then you're going to just do both sides like that. I find this side that I just switched to be more mobile, so I can tell that I'm a little bit imbalanced in my hips in terms of flexibility, because this one, I think I could easily touch my knee down to the floor right there, like I found the position, whereas on the opposite side, everything was a little bit tighter. So this is a good way to find out where maybe some of your imbalances and the tightness in your hips might be, and it can kind of give you indicators on if you need to work on something where you're just tight on one side, because that can lead to issues with your back and other things. So being nice and mobile symmetrically is very important. This is the final exercise. Reverse plank. That's what I'm going to call this. Leg lifts, single leg lifts, basically. So the goal here is to dig your heel down into the ground on the one side, and you're going to try and keep your butt up the whole time while you're doing that lift. That's the hard part. Not so much lifting your leg overhead. It's actually keeping your body nice and straight instead of dipping down every time you take one foot off the floor, because it's much harder to hold your body straight with just one leg. And then you're really just lifting your leg up as high as you can on each side. So it's an interesting exercise. It works on a few things at the same time that are a bit out of the ordinary, but it's a good way to finish. So that's going to be our workout. And we'll be doing, I think there's not any holidays getting in the way. So I think the next week we'll also be doing it, but that's something we can talk about more tomorrow. But that being said, that's the end of this video, and we will see you guys tomorrow.